Hey everyone, for the second time in my life, we're walking through Brooklyn, New York. Reason that over here in Brooklyn, restrained, RE-STRAIN-ED. CoreDance Contemporary Dance Theater. Experienced is the best way to describe that. It's a very special thank you to Rebecca McCormack for the invite. Either way, I wasn't going to miss this, no matter what. I covered my only previous experience with dance theater was, I think, 2018, 2019. Again, CoreDance Contemporary. Incredible. But Restrained was incredible. Wow. And at times, just shut down the brain, watch, and feel the power, emotion, and just experience it. Now, the beginning had a great story in the opening dance. 2 doors, one on each side of the stage. One dancer going from one door to the other, with the other 4 holding her back. At least my interpretation was representing life, and how we go through life, where we always try to move forward. We might be trying to start a new life or a new version of it. We might be trying to reach a goal, maybe move. But yet, I'm not going to go into, from personal experience from where I live, we have a lot of external forces holding us back, or trying to hold us back, and trying to stop us from moving forward. Those external forces, some examples, memories from our past, our job, employment, career, whatever, family, friends, who may not intentionally be trying to, but we feel an obligation. Here's where we feel comfortable, here's where we know everything, and we kind of get stuck in a rut. So, as the dancer's trying to get to the other door, as she gets closer, for whatever reason, decides to turn around. Maybe try to, maybe there's something through the door she came through that she missed for whatever the reason. But again, the other 4 dancers and the same forces try to prevent her from going through that door, almost like intentionally trying to hold her in that static area in between. That was just the start of it. From there, a couple of stories that I can think about, and trust me, this is like one dance right after another, no intermission. So it's kind of like testing the short-term memory right now. There was one where it was almost like going back millennia, and like tribal, the way prehistoric man, or even evolving from prehistoric man, were out in the middle of the woods worshiping nature, performing rituals and dances to celebrate or appease the gods and goddesses. Another one that I saw a story in, almost going ahead, at least one millennia, where in the future where you have an artist who maybe was doing a performance piece and was using robots as the canvas and their work of art. manipulating arms, legs, manipulating positions, poses, or they were trying to find the perfect pose for their art. The last one I can remember I saw a story in was 2 dancers, one side of stage, another one diagonal. The solo dancer was almost like a goddess. Maybe I've read a little too much Greek mythology on this, but and the other two were worshiping her. She chose one, but in choosing that one, through emotion, love, devotion, whatever, ends up becoming, I'm trying to figure out the right, there's like a few words I can use that just don't describe it right, but ends up being almost like becomes human and is almost like the submissive, and I hate using that term, believe me, I really hate it, but where the one human dancer was above the goddess, if you can get my point without me like really going into terms that really don't describe it too well. I actually had a chance to thank Rebecca for the invitation, for the chance to experience it. But there were other dances that I tried to find a story in, and I'm just like, you know what, shut the brain down and just experience it, be part of the audience, be part of the performance. From a technical side, considering the fact I know nothing about dance theater, dance in general, every movement was fluid. Every change in pace, and there were some pace changes where it would go from like your softer music and more subtle tones, background tones, to pure red and like a techno beat, like a techno electronica beat. Everything was fluid. Everything went off perfectly. There was no pause except when the lights went down. When the lights go down that theater, Mark O'Donnell Theater, it's pretty much almost pitch black. It was just an incredible experience. You know, like I said, from the technical side, all the movements were fluid. Everything was choreographed down to the 10th of a second, if not more, if not further down. The dancers were constantly in sync, almost acting, even if they weren't performing and dancing together, even if they were different spots on the stage, acting completely as one dancer and one dance throughout the entire performance. This is one of those Restrained is one of those that I wish I would have came here yesterday to experience it, because I definitely would have came back today. It was something where to experience it one time is incredible, but you had to experience it twice. And I actually regret not doing that. CoreDance Contemporary is my only experience with dance theater. But Rebecca McCormack does beyond a phenomenal job with the dancers. The dancers were just fluid, dead on, no mistakes, always in sync with each other. Just wow and incredible. Michael Phoenix, founder staff, Fire City Illusion, its ancestor, Surreal Veil City, from Brooklyn, New York, on a beautiful, perfect Mother's Day Sunday. To your family and friends, as always, I wish you only the best and say this from the heart every time, and much success in your life. And please, above everything else, continue to stay safe.